again. Hello, 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 hello. Yes, cool. Brian is here, guys. Brian is here. Are we live? Are we live on the stream? Are we live? Yes. Okay. Hi, guys. Another exciting day today. And today we have a special guest. He is a Viking. He is from Denmark. I know he doesn't look like a Viking. I don't know. You ask him. Probably he followed the great Chinese explorer Cheng He a long time ago. Ended up in Denmark, okay? But yeah, Brian is here and he's going to talk to you about what the latest happening in crypto, especially you Singaporeans. Now you know how it is not to be happy, right? And also on another great crypto. Okay, Brian, take it from here.
Right, thanks, Shukri. Hi guys, it's my first time here. Good to see you guys here. So like what Shukri said, just gonna go through some of the exciting things going on in the crypto space. One's not so exciting, so I'll just be talking about the Binance news a little bit. Not sure if you guys have already seen it, but we'll talk a little bit on what it basically means for you guys in Singapore, or even for me here, even when I'm in Denmark. Most of my assets are there. And then we'll talk a little bit about the Bitcoin price movement as well. And then I'll finish off with a project that I'm really, really excited about. So we've shared it before in the community, but just want to make sure that you guys don't miss out. So starting off with the Binance piece first. I think you're already aware that Binance has been forced to be pulled out of some of the markets that they are in. And the latest one being affected, of course, is us being in Singapore, right? So when we first heard it, we were quite shocked. I'm not sure about you guys, but at least for me, most of my assets are there. And I was wondering, what am I going to do next? So I had to pull out all my assets, and that would spell quite a bit of trouble. And we probably will have to learn from our Malaysian friends. I think they have had to do that when it happened to them. I think about 1 or 2 months ago. So, but the good news for now, for us now at least, is that we don't really, I don't think at this point in time we have to remove our assets from there. But I think the big part of it is we will no longer be allowed to, one, trade the SGD pairs anymore. And secondly, we are not going to be able to do peer-to-peer trading anymore. So I guess we are all aware there's a few ways of getting your stable coins when you want to trade for some of the other coins, or if you want to buy the other coins. My way of doing it, I normally do it through peer-to-peer. That's probably the cheaper way of getting your stable coins instead of getting it through your credit card straight. So yeah, that will no longer be available. You just got to take note that from Thursday, I think, which is the in this timing, 4 a.m. UTC is probably 10th of September Singapore time. Basically, a few things is going to happen. You're not allowed to trade the SGD pairs. You're not allowed to do peer-to-peer trading with your Sing dollars and anymore. And the apps will also be removed, right? So you basically will not have access to Binance.com, the services from where you are, and we all got to find another way of trying to get our stable coins if that is what you are looking for. Okay, so that's the update, and that's what it means for us. If we find a better way of getting the stable coins now, we'll see. Maybe we'll share it with you guys then. Okay, so I'm just going to move on and talk a little bit about Bitcoin. It's trading a little bit above 51,000 now. So I think the big news here is that just, I think a couple of hours ago, about 3 hours ago, Bitcoin was close to 53,000, which was kind of like a milestone. I think we have been ranging in the 50-ish for a while. And 53 is kind of like a new all-time high in recent times. So again, talking about real use, right? It always brings up the value of a coin, and you can see El Salvador is the first country I think we all know to adopt it, and I think they just bought 200 Bitcoins, which is quite significant, and that has pushed price up quite a little bit, right? So just to emphasize again, whenever there is real use of a certain coin, the value always tends to go up. And if you are looking to buy, we want to stack the sets, right? We know that Bitcoin kind of is always going to be on the rise, right? As in, if you're always in the crypto space, I don't think you are looking to short Bitcoin in the long term, right? So you're always looking to look for good places to long. And there has been reports to say that kind of the 49 to 50,000 mark is kind of where you want to be looking at. Some people kind of got a scare when price got down to 49.50 after it hit that 53. And that's why understanding the news is important. What caused the price to go up to 53? You now know that, oh, it's kind of like a fundamental thing, and price is going to adjust a little bit back down to perhaps maybe 49,000 or 50. And if you are looking to buy, then that may be an area that you kind of want to be looking at. We know that Bitcoin has been around 50 for a while, and we know that it's also going to go up, but the question is always when, right? So buy a little bit here and there and you don't miss out on it. And lastly, I think just going to move on to the project we are excited about. If you have watched the video that I've made before, I've spoken about Arn Marshall. I think it's really, really underrated. And recently they have done many new things as well, which I would like to share. So going back again to talking about coins with real use, right? So I think this is really an example. Why I would say that it's underrated is because Arn Marshall is mostly being used by developers. So what Arn Marshall is, they are basically like a DeFi data network. So they are like they collect data from the many different blockchains so that the developers can use those data to create dApps like wallets, which we always use, right? So we only know it as a wallet, but we don't know how it's being made. So there's actually a lot of things that goes behind the scene for a wallet to be made. And Arn Marshall, basically being a data network, allows that to happen. So this is really real use in an essence. And that's why I think it's something that I'm keeping my eyes on, because basically, as I mentioned, the more it's being used, like you will need it to make wallets, right? And as the number of networks increases, you expect the number of wallets to increase as well. So in recent time, in the month of August, they were really very committed. And what they did was that they were trying to release a project every week in the month of August. Right, so you can see here, they did the token store, the self-service kiosk, the APIs, the Arn Marshall Explorer, and the LP token. So the interesting thing for me here was I started off saying that this is actually a project more for developers, right? But zooming in on the last two, if you look at the Arn Marshall Explorer updates and the LP tokens, they are kind of shifting it a little bit to end users as well, so that we can directly benefit to a certain extent. So the Arn Marshall Explorer, basically, if we talk about that a little bit, it's kind of like your Etherscan, right? So if you want to be looking at past transactions or for any Ethereum-based coins that you have to go to Etherscan, right? And then if you want to look at another coin that's on the BSC, then you have to go to BSC scan. But what Arn Marshall has done now, because of the data that they have collected, they basically come up with this thing called the Arn Marshall Explorer, which is all-in-one. So if you have coins in the Ethereum blockchain, the BSC, as well as the Polygon blockchain, you basically can look for everything under the Arn Marshall Explorer. So that's the first thing. And you can also look at it from a wallet address perspective, which means if you were to key in just your wallet address, you basically see all the coins under these three blockchains, which is basically a lot more convenient than what we are used to. And the last one is you can set notifications for yourself, which means if someone sends you funds through MetaMask, you are going to get a notification on your Google Chrome to say that Shukri has now sent me 1,000 ethers, for example. So that is also a very good thing for us.
Who pressed that key?
Right, 1,000 ether, right? I'll be waiting for that notification. I'll be waiting for that notification to come, and then I'll be able to look at it and say that, hey, I'm 1,000 ethers richer, basically. And then, yeah, so this is the first thing, right? They're trying to reach out to end users now. And again, going back to real use, okay, you always got to keep in mind more real use basically potentially means a higher potential of the coin. The last one, the LP token, I don't know if you guys have participated. I know Yeezy is like the expert there, but even when he wants to get into one, there's tons of calculations to be made, right? And once you leave your assets there, 5 months down the road, you don't really know how it's performing because the price moves so much, right, against one another. So you have to keep a lot in mind. But what Aunt Marshall does now is it helps you to track that. So basically you can in real time know how your LP pools are doing. So there's no need to do that calculations anymore. Basically makes your life a lot easier. That's one. And it gives you the information on other live pools as well. So if you are a yield farmer, you are a degen farmer, basically you don't do much, but you are looking for such opportunities in the LP pools, then this is going to help you because it's going to help you identify opportunities and to help you maximize your profits, right? So again, with Marshall, many exciting things going on. It's underrated at this point in time. To end off, just going quickly to the price, it's trading about 115 at this point in time. You can see it's all-time high, almost up high at 11. Price is past 90 days, or if I were to go to 180, you can see it's a little bit stagnant because this is where they are coming up with new things. They're trying to develop their assets. And if you do your own research and you think that this is something that you want to keep your eyes on as well, you know that the current price, like I mentioned, is kind of a fair price, right? So that's basically it from me today. Shukri, just gonna pass some time on to you to conclude if there's anything from your end.
Okay, awesome. So here's the deal, guys. Yeah, it's hard for all of us. I think a lot of Malaysians are also trying to find where are all those stable coins, right? Because Binance was actually the easiest and really the go-to place to go, and now it's gone, right? So that's why I think we have to collaborate with each other. I know times are tough, but here's the deal. We got to do it. Anyway, this week is a very, very exciting week, okay? It's a very, very busy week. The first thing, you guys know that Moonbeam has an IDO starting tonight, and then on Thursday, round 2, Friday, round 3, right? So that is something that really should capture our attention. I also have another IDO tonight on Ocamfi. I told you guys, right? I got into my first IDO.
Did you get in at wave 5?
Yeah, get in at wave 5. I'm like the last one. I'm like the last one to go. So it's like, in a Formula 1 race, I'm starting from the pit stop. So I hope those in front of me, like Brian, have problem with the rain and are on the wrong tires, okay? That's my strategy. Brian is on the wrong tires tonight, okay? Okay, next thing. So there are 3 instances of this, right? We had 3 instances of the Moonbeam IDO. I got something on tonight. Remember, Immutable X is tomorrow, and the next day is Brain Trust. Hopefully, you guys have done enough. Have you checked your karma points on CoinList? Please go check your karma points because somebody who didn't get in finally got in. Because you got to do things in CoinList like trading there, guys, to get all those karma points, right? Awesome. And of course, what is happening? Is it tomorrow night, guys? What is happening tomorrow night? Money is going to drop out of the sky, I think. From where is this airdrop from? Do you guys remember? Come on, you guys can remember, right? It's at 11 p.m. tomorrow, but we're going to tell you about it on Thursday. Can you name it, Brian? Where is the money going to drop from?
Where is the money going to drop from?
Tomorrow.
I don't know, from your 1,000 ethers?
DYDX.
From Shukri's wallet.
And then somebody is going to move it to Brian's wallet. I have to see who's following me now here, Yeah, DYDX is tomorrow, guys, 11 p.m. So just watch it with me, but we'll come back on Thursday. And also this week, something that you have been really, really waiting for. I have something for you, so follow me. I'm going to tell you probably on Thursday or Friday, the mint of the lifetime. The most awesome NFT mint of all. So you should follow me either Thursday or Friday. I'm trying to bring up my viewership. I'm not going to tell you the date. You guys have to follow me, okay? And that is why I put there, okay? And remember that Moonbeam closes on Thursday. That is the last time where we close this, right? For Crypto Moon 3. This is not, no, you can still join. But that is the last epoch where we include Moon River Rewards. No, Moonbeam Rewards. Hopefully I get it. So anyway, let's prepare, guys, for the trade of lifetime. For you Singaporeans, you got to work together. You got to work together among yourselves. I know people have been calling me, sorry, guys. Malaysia, Singapore, very, very difficult because you got laws here, right? But Brian, how many days did they give you to adjust?
Quite a lot. The news came out yesterday, so I think you at least have about 5 days, I think.
5 days, five
Yeah.
days, and Brian says quite a lot, guys. You
Yeah.
Singaporeans are over the moon. We got 3 weeks.
God, oh, okay, I didn't know that. But
I'm ashamed.
But
I'm
the
ashamed.
good thing is, I heard
Yeah.
that it's cheap now because the people who
Okay.
are doing the peer-to-peer, they are dumping their USDT.
Ah,
So
cool,
if
cool,
you need,
cool.
yeah,
I
if you
need
need
that,
some for
right.
Moonbeam, you better,
Yeah,
you better
yeah.
get on and you better buy us.
Yeah, I
you better
know.
buy
So
them
that's
all
kind.
up.
Yeah, that's kind of
Yeah.
awesome, right? Singapore is only 5 days, guys. That's why I said the Malaysian government is the most caring. The Malaysian government is the most caring. That's why hold the line for the Malaysian government. Support the Malaysian government. We're gonna see you guys tomorrow. Okay, guys. Bye. See you.
Yeah.